My ultimate comfort food, Hong Kong style Russian borscht with a hot buttered bun. Yum! Hi friends, thank you for joining me today. My name is Andrea. This one is one of my favorites. Hong Kong style Russian borscht, or lo son tang, which translates to Russian soup. It's pretty different from traditional Russian borschts. Mainly there's no sour cream or beets, which is what borscht means. But why is the Hong Kong version called Russian Borscht? During the transformation of the Russian Empire into the Soviet Union, many Russians fled to China in the 1920s. They brought along their cuisine, including their borscht, a nutrient-dense beet soup usually loaded with winter vegetables. Western cuisine was quite popular in Shanghai at the time, so local chefs adapted some of this cuisine into their restaurants. But due to local weather conditions, beets were really hard to grow, so chefs adapted the soup to use tomatoes instead. This version was not quite as bright, and it was modified to suit the tastes of the Chinese. Then, because of political upheaval and civil war in China, many Shanghai chefs then made their way to Hong Kong, which was a British colony at the time. Here, the soup became popular in local cafes. Eventually, many Hong Kong citizens moved to other destinations like Canada and the United States prior to 1997, when Hong Kong was relinquished by the British back to China. Actually, my husband fondly remembers having the soup with a pineapple bun after a long day of grocery shopping with his mom in Chinatown. Anyway, let's get started. First, let's prep. Take roughly 1 pound of stewing beef and cut them into 1/2-inch cubes. Marinate the beef with 1 1/2 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of water, and 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil. Mince 3 cloves of garlic. Dice 1 onion and 1 tomato. Peel 2 carrots and roughly chop the carrots and 2 stalks of celery. Peel 2 large potatoes, or the equivalent of 2 large potatoes, and cut them into bite-sized pieces. Take 1/8 of a head of cabbage and cut that into bite-sized pieces too. Next, let's turn on the Instant Pot. Turn on the saute feature and wait for the indicator to say hot. Once it's ready, melt the butter and add the garlic and onions. Saute until the onions are soft and translucent. Next, add the carrots and celery and saute for another 2 minutes. Stir in the tomato paste and deglaze the bottom of the Instant Pot with 1/2 cup of stock by scraping the bottom of the inner pot until all the little bits are scraped off. Now we can add in the rest of the stock. Stir in 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 tablespoon of sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1/2 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Throw in the tomatoes, cabbage, and potatoes. Give the soup another stir and add in the stewing beef. Stir and add in the bay leaves. Put the lid on the Instant Pot, switch the valve to seal, and set the Instant Pot to pressure cook for 15 minutes at high pressure. Once the timer goes off, naturally release for 10 minutes and then quick release the rest of the pressure, season with more salt to taste. Thanks for staying with me to this point in this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe below for more unique and inspired family recipes. And here it is, friends. Thank you again for joining me today. If you tried out my recipe, please leave a comment below on how it turned out. I'd love to know. Until next time, friends. Mwah!